Bena Amenyeke. We begin from the Volta region, where traditional authorities are raising alarm over what they describe as persistent harassment and humiliations of citizens at inland security barriers, particularly barriers at Asikuma, Juapong and Sogakofe. Now, they warned that if the barriers are not removed immediately, the chiefs will mobilize and mount a strong protest against the minister in charge of national security. Our reporter, Christian Ahodie, has more in the following report.
The chiefs made the call during their end of year 2025 general meeting held in Ho. President of Volta Regional House of Chiefs, Togbe de Prehodo IV, described the continued presence of the barriers as embarrassing, intimidating, and unacceptable. According to him, citizens, many of whom are clearly Ghanaians, are routinely stopped, ordered to alight from vehicles, and asked to produce passports and identification cards despite speaking local Ghanaian languages fluently. The traditional ruler says the situation has caused delays in travel, disrupted economic activities, and created unnecessary fear and tension among law-abiding citizens.
I want all of us to continue to agitate for these barriers to be removed. The indignity that our citizens suffer at this post is beyond belief. We all ought to do something about it. You recall that when we went to the Jubilee House, we made this appeal. We are yet to hear from His Excellency the President, but he has a lot of things on his hands. Probably that is why we have not heard about it. But we just have to keep emphasizing the need to remove these barriers.
Other members of the Volta Regional House of Chiefs strongly backed the president's position. Chiefs including Togbe Glegui of Amugo, Vego, and Togbe Atiklaja echoed the call, insisting that the continued operation of inland barriers in the region is worrying, unnecessary, and deeply troubling. They warn that if the barriers are not removed immediately, the chiefs will mobilize and embark on a strong protest against ministers responsible for national security.
If the barriers are not removed, I would wish that we demonstrate straight to the Ministry of Interior as chiefs, not in the manner that the politicians do it, but as chiefs, to let them know that we want them to remove the people from our land. I don't believe that they have titled this for the position and the location that they have the barriers.
Meanwhile, some traders operating around the Asikuma barrier argue that removing the barrier could negatively affect their livelihoods, warning that hunger and crime could increase in the area.
We
are pleading to the government. Without their support, we cannot sustain our families. Trading is our livelihood. If the barrier is taken away, our children will suffer. Many of us are widows, and we humbly seek for your mercy. We are your citizens. We are your citizens, your mothers and your children. Our families depend on your intervention.
Business has been slow for the past year, and now we've heard there are proposals for checkpoints to be removed. We are calling on the president to intervene, or else we will be out of business and may not be able to care for our children.
We
are pleading with the government, for God's sake, to assist us. Men abandon their responsibilities, leaving us to care for their children alone. Removing our means of trade will devastate our families, and it's only our source of support. We want our children educated and successful. We implore the government to consider our plea.
In an interview, the Volta Regional Minister, James Gunu, admitted he is aware of the situation. He said he will consult the Eastern Regional Minister on the Asikuma barrier issue, adding that all concerns raised will be forwarded to the appropriate authorities for action.
I'm also collaborating with my colleague, the Eastern Regional Minister, so that together we can tackle this holistically. So very soon, I will be seeing the sector minister, that is the Interior Minister, so that we discuss this issue and find a permanent solution to it, and I'll report back to the regional House of Chiefs. So there's no need for them to hit the street. No, there's no need.
According to the chiefs, failure to act will leave them with no option but to take to the streets.
Now, there's some more stories in Parliament. Now, the Member of Parliament for Ofanse Agribi constituency, Honorable Juapong Kroma, with his minority, is demanding a bipartisan investigation into the reported $214 million lost by the Bank of Ghana under the Gold for Reserves program. Now, they are saying that government should require Bank of Ghana and Ghana Gold Board to disclose their fee structures, pricing formulas, aggregator selection criteria, and foreign exchange arrangement linked to the program.
They simply took the PMMC and the work that MIF was doing and decided to restructure it under the Gold Board.